the opportunity when you do struggle. To really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today.
To second, pulls him off the bag.
Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Here's the left fielder, Colton Cowser. Good power. He's trying for third. Pitch is low. Throw to third, and he's in there easily.
Well, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the bag, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. Well, they didn't do a very good job of that. Get a comfortable lead, got a great jump, and that's how you steal third base.
The pitch. And a count 1-2. The pitch. Calls it in, and there's one away. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. At the very bottom, hitting ninth, Jarren Duran.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, you know, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and you know, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Punts it back towards the pitcher. Oops, throw goes to third. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up. Oh.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Gone! He'll take a trot around the bases. It's his 6th home run of the season, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Wagaman slings it across. Rutschman retired. 2 outs, base is empty. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Orioles. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Bare hands it. Tough play. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Orioles get 3 on this long ball. It's now 3-0. You're watching Orioles baseball on the show, Mid-Atlantic. So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ball game.
That's low, that's a ball.
And takes low for ball 1.
Burns, like a lot of guys in the majors, played several sports growing up. He was a really good football player in high school, actually, which makes sense when you look at his build, but ultimately he chose to pursue a career in baseball.
Righty to the plate. And that one fouled off. Here's a 2-2. Stays alive. The 2-2. He goes down looking.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Nolan Shanuel batting with 1 down. Takes a strike. And the slider just misses.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
The Orioles leading by 3 here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Got it. And now 2 gone.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. Angels held in check. They trail it here 3-0. Sandoval back to work. Ryan Mountcastle, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Bounce to the left side. Sneaks through, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and we'll take that anytime.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And in one hops the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now he launches a throw over his head.
Picks himself up an RBI. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Jarren Duran, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Line drive. Could be extra bases. Throws to second. He pulls into second, and a run comes in to score.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side.
New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Reed Detmers.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Stepping in, Bobby Witt Jr. Wagaman hauls it in for the out. 1 away. Now the left fielder, Colton Cowser. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Kyle Hendricks up and throwing. The other way. Bounces over the wall in foul ground, and it's an automatic double. As a run scores.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
Gunnar Henderson now at the plate. That misses the zone. 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Cowser leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And a base hit. They won't risk the send. Runners at the corners now with one away.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
One down. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Jordan Westberg. He's already homered here in this one. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. The Orioles up big in this one here at the top of the second. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Back-to-back singles. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
First and second, one out. And here is Adley Rutschman. 0 for 1 so far. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. Two on, one out. Out to short, Neto. Goes to second, safe there.
Oh, he's safe.
And into the box for Baltimore, Ellie De La Cruz. He's 0 for 1. On the ground is short, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. So 9 batters come to the plate, 4 of them score. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Orioles 7 and the Angels nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2, and now the right fielder, Jorge Soler. And the pitch. Ground ball left side. Whips it to Mountcastle. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
Here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. The Halos with a lot of ground to make up. Bottom half of inning number 2. He swung over top of the curveball.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Next offering in there for a strike. Going to count 1 and 2. But you go back and look at Corbin Burns in 20. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And good work there. New inning getting started. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs. Obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. First pitch misses.
Well, made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
That one ripped. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And now Cedric Mullins shoots a line drive single into right center, and that's a double.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And he hits a ground ball right side. This looks like extra bases. 1 runs in. Another comes in to score, and they now lead by 9.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
The pitch. Here goes the runner. Ball outside. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quick.
There's a swing and a drive. And that gets down into the gap. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 10-0.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there.
Now, Kyle Hendricks taking over. On the mound.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Hendricks throws over. Rick dives back in, but they got him. Bounced up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and he reaches safely. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. And first offering is fouled off. Already 3 runs across in the frame. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Ouch, that one drilled him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took.